What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Had to make this video, and I know I've touched on this in previous videos, but I want to spend the whole entire video talking about a certain subject that's been bothering me with the sport of boxing. Now, in boxing, I am getting, frankly, very sick and fucking tired of these fighters talking and acting like pussies. Now, I'm not disrespecting anybody. I'm not calling anybody out. That's not what I do. If I work with these people in the future, it is what it is. I'm merely saying their posture, how they're presenting things. And it's disgusting because I'm a longtime follower of boxing since childhood. I've always had an affinity to boxing, and I've always loved it. And there's different eras of boxing where you had guys like Muhammad Ali, Prince Nassim, you had the Mike Tysons and the Lennox Lewises. There's been various eras in the sport of boxing, and I feel like this era is by far the softest. Not saying there's no good fighters or anything like that. So I'm watching Danny Garcia and Rod Salka after the fact. I told you I didn't watch it live. Fuck all that. But I did watch it after I went out for drinks and I came home. And they had Adrien Broner doing an interview with Brian Kinney, and he's talking about his future. He's talking about his fight with Emmanuel Taylor. First of all, Broner is dressed very loud, like he's in the fucking Notorious Big Hypnotized video from like '96 and shit. S car go, my car go, 160 swiftly. Your crew run, run, run. You know what I'm saying? He's dressed with this loud ass bright yellow with gold ones. Like, we was doing that way back in the day. Like, these motherfuckers was like copycats, like snapbacks and shit. All that shit has been fads that went away, and then you guys are trying to resurrect it. Anyway, he got the gold grilling. He's dressed loud, and they're booing him. He's just shaking his hands like he thrives off the booing and shit, but whatever. Anyway, Brian Kenny's talking to him, and the thing that pisses me off is these fighters are being interviewed, just like a job interview, any other type of interview, and they can't even answer straightforward questions. It's almost like they're brainwashed or coerced into answering a certain fucking way, like Al Heyman or their advisor or whoever is in their ear, like, yeah, make sure you say X, Y, and Z. It sounds so fucking scripted, and that is not the school of hard knocks, the boxing that I grew up on, where people are just like overall just act like pussies. And anyway, he's doing the Brian Kenny interview. He's talking about the Manuel Taylor fight. He says, yeah, I'm coming home. I have a fight in Cincinnati. I always have a knockout then, blah, blah, blah. He says, Emmanuel Taylor's coming off a big win, which is a big win for his career. He was like, yeah, he's a great fighter, and he just came off of the win of a great fight, but I didn't watch it. Like, what the fuck? Why are you even talking? You didn't even watch the fucking fight. So it's like you're trying to praise and build up your opponent that no one asked to see you fight. We wanted to see John Molina and you fight. John Molina dissed you on rap records. Lucas Matisse won against John Molina, and you said you will fuck him up, if I'm not mistaken, last year before Danny Garcia fought him. It's just not a fight we're asking for. Anyway, you're trying to build that fight up. It is what it is. But then Brian Kenny is asking AB about his future. They said, so you plan to stay at 140? He says, yes, I'm comfortable at 140. I make it comfortably at 140, and I want to earn a title in the 4th division at age 25. Cool, no problem there. Then Brian asks you a direct fucking question. He says, there's Lamont Peterson, there's Danny Garcia. Go. And immediately, just as soon as the question leaves Brian Kenny's tongue, Broner freezes up and takes the politically correct route. Like, uh, you know, boxing is a business. Boxing is a business. AB, I got a love for a lot of fighters in the game. AB, fuck that. We know boxing is a business. Obviously, you get a paycheck. You're a millionaire. Boxing is a business. We get it. But guess what? So is the NFL, so is the NBA. But that doesn't stop the NBA from having championship games with the fucking Miami Heat or OKC or whoever's in the champion, the Bulls, and playoff games. So I'm sick and tired of hearing about boxing as a business. We know it's a business. But does that mean you can't fight someone because you're friends with them on the outside? Like, that's stupid. Like, that's not what boxing is. Boxing should be back to its roots, where it's just the best one to fight the best. No hard feelings. We could be friends after. But this is a competitive sport, not oh, this is my best friend. We're buddies. Like, I mean, fuck that. I'm so sick of these buddy passes that we're getting. I understand Danny Garcia and Adrien Broner, let's say they came up and you guys build a kinship, a bond in the amateurs, and you've known them for a while. But this is still boxing. You can still scrap. I've had like fights with my boys. You know what I'm saying? We kicking and just drinking, and somebody just starts talking shit. We start talking shit too much, and you know what I mean. The fight breaks out, and then it's all love the next day. Like it's cool to be friends with these people. I don't care, but to call yourself the best in any division and you can't fight the best because you're friends with both of them. And it's not just Broner, but Broner is close with Lamont Peterson and he's close with Danny Garcia. So you just said you want to earn a title in 4 different weight divisions at your age. Danny Garcia has those titles. Lamont Peterson has a title. How the fuck are you going to do that unless Danny Garcia just moves up and vacates? That's some pussy shit, man. Like, for you to claim to want to earn titles and build your legacy, yet you don't want to take the titles from the people who have the titles because you're friends. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of these buddy passes. Like, you might as well switch your name to AB, avoiding buddies. All these boyfriends, like this is not the boxing that I grew up on. And when you had guys like Roy Jones Jr., they wanted to fuck you up. They wanted to show without a shadow of a doubt, unequivocally, nobody was fucking with them. But you don't got that with nowadays. You got even Lamont Peterson. He said it post fight. He said, "Boxing's a business. It's up to my promoter." I'm sick of that. I'm sick of all these fighters just referring to it's up to my promoter. I get it. You have a chain of command, but you still have a say so. Danny Garcia, if you really put up a fit, Al Heyman's your advisor, and he's throwing you bullshit that you know is going to cause the backlash that Rod Salka caused for your career. You mean to tell me you have no course of action, just whatever the fuck he says, then you have to fight. So if he says Danny Garcia, you fighting Macaulay Culkin. That's it. You fighting Harry Potter. You just got to fight them motherfuckers. Like, it doesn't make sense. I understand you have a team and they handle certain affairs, but if it's going to be non conducive to your career, then you don't have to have them as your advisor. Like, your advisor is supposed to advise you, steer your career in the right direction. Danny Garcia is experiencing backlash. People are calling him a cherry picker. Pretty much everything he's built is being thrown out the window. You know what I mean? All his good performances and stopping Amir Khan and beating Lucas Matisse's eyes shut, all of that is going out the window because boxing fans are fickle and people are for the moment. They care about what have you done for me lately. And you mean to tell me that all these fighters is just whatever their promoter says, that's what they got to do, no matter what cost. And again, if Al Heyman's your promoter, if Bob Arum's your promoter, whoever your promoter is, they're putting you in positions where you're actually losing fanfare, you're losing fans by following their direction. Guess what? Maybe you shouldn't use them for your fucking promoter. If what you say is true and it's up to my promoter, like every fucking fighter says, and your promoter is putting you in position to get hated on because you're not making the right fights, then to me, that shows that there's some level of disconnect. Your promoter is not taking care of you. He's not putting you say you want to be the best, but he's not giving you the opportunity to prove you're the best. Rod Salka doesn't prove that. And then back to Broner, I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of people claiming to be the best of the division, but there's guy A, B, and C that they can't fight because guess what? Outside of the ring, they're friends. They've fucked bitches together. They've had drinks together. Fuck that. I'm cool with a lot of people, but business is business. And again, NBA, NFL, there's other organizations that are just as much a business. And the right matches, the right teams are playing the right teams. Boxing needs to get back to that. I'm just sick of it. That's all I can say. There's a lot of mismatches this year, and frankly, I'm tired of it. And I'm tired of these fighters using, oh, it's up to my promoter. Like, that's cool to an extent. And again, if your promoter's not taking care of you and they're not putting you in a position to prove your best and secure your legacy, then maybe you need another fucking promoter. Get with one of these dudes in the fucking YTBC. I guarantee you they'll give you a tough schedule and reasonable fights that would not cause the fan to turn on you like Danny Garcia is recently experiencing. So I'm just sick of this whole boxing is a business. I get it. It's a business. You're out to make money. It's entertainment. But don't claim to be the best. Just say, hey, I'm an entertainer. I'm a circus clown. Like, don't say I'm an actual boxer and I'm a fighter and you're not willing to fight people because it's up to your promoter and they're giving you shitty fights, shit fights. Or I can't fight this guy because he's my friend. We're friends on Instagram. We're friends on MySpace. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of that. I watch boxing for the sport, the sweet science, the brutality, the roller coaster ride. That's what I watch boxing for. I don't watch boxing to see two friends and pen pals and shit like that. That's not what I watch it. I watch it because it's a sport and I want to see who's the best and I want to see the best of the best. And the UFC and sports like that, they are doing that. They are trying to make the best possible matches, competitive matches. It's not fucking 50-1 like underdogs and favorites and stuff like that. So boxing needs to really come correct. They're losing a lot of fans and people are just ultimately doing what I'm doing right now and ranting. So let me know what you guys think of Adrien Broner's comments. Not really showing much interest. He started stuttering and stuff. Not really showing much interest in like fighting Lamont Peterson or Danny Garcia. But it's up to his promoter, and boxing is a business. Like, I'm sick of that. It's the biggest fucking cop out, the biggest scapegoat that we have in boxing. Oh, it's up to my promoter, whatever they do. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that. If they're giving you these shitty of a fight, then maybe you should look other places or whatever for a promoter. Let me know what you guys think of Adrien Broner's comments and then the total state of boxing. Make sure you like the video. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.